What's good, YouTube? Dorsey Made Gaming here today, and y'all, I want to before I begin today's video, I want to let y'all know that I am going to transition my streaming from YouTube to Twitch. So, with that being said, follow that link below, www.twitch.tv/dmgaming06. Also, if you go to the channel, the main page on our channel on YouTube, in the box at the top, you got the small picture, then you got the big picture, and you got those links there in the bottom right hand corner. There's also a Twitch logo there. You can click on that, and it'll take you to our Twitch channel. The reason I'm doing that is because I kind of want to transition. I want to reserve YouTube just for the videos, and kind of expand our horizon on other platforms. And Twitch is known for streaming, so I would like to stream there. Now, in the comment section below, let me know if you have Twitch or not. If you don't have it, then I'll still do some streams on YouTube. But if everybody has Twitch for the most part, then I'm just going to transition the live streams to Twitch, and I'm going to keep the daily videos for YouTube and things of that nature. Okay, so follow that link, and please go and follow the channel. I'm going to be live streaming on there today, just to run some stuff out. All right, so for today's video, I want to discuss how Madden 18 is, how I feel like it's going to be what we wanted more, simply because of one factor: new generation consoles. Yes, talked about it before, but I'm going to expound on it a little bit further. So Madden 18 is not on Xbox 360. It's not on PlayStation 3. Yes, that is a good thing and a bad thing. It is a bad thing because for people who don't have next generation consoles, they're going to miss out on Madden NFL 18. Be that as it may. With Madden 18 only being on next generation consoles, it's not going to be held back. That's essentially what it is. Okay, so let me explain it like this. Whenever Madden 17 was on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 and Xbox and Xbox 360, when it was on last gen and next gen consoles, then what that does is they have two options. Developers have two options. They can they can make the game to fit both consoles. That means it's going to have the exact same thing in both of them. The only difference is going to be upgraded graphics. The second option, which they don't do anymore, is basically make two different games, or essentially the same game. They just have more on the bigger console. You will remember this back in the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 era, where games on PlayStation 2, like say NCAA for instance, or even Madden for that matter. On Madden and NCAA, you had the exact same game on both consoles. However, on the PlayStation 3 version of the game, there was more stuff available in the game that wasn't available in the PlayStation 2 version of the game. Why? Because the PlayStation 3 was able to support more and do more. Now, with developers saving money and cutting costs, that's essentially what it is. They could very well do the same thing with the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 version, as well as Xbox 360 and Xbox One version of the game. But to cut costs, a lot of developers just format the game for the 360 and PlayStation 3 and upgrade the graphics for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Now, what does that do for us as the consumer? Well, honestly, y'all, it leaves us out of stuff. A prime example of this is Destiny. If you go and look up the game Destiny, you'll come to find out that it released on PlayStation 3 as well as 4, Xbox 360 as well as Xbox One. Now, later on in the series, when a lot of the expansion packs became available, a lot of people started complaining about their vault space. Now, Bungie tried to fix this issue, but they really couldn't. And the reason why, and they made it known, was because the game was being held back by last generation consoles. Basically, they were maxing those consoles out, while the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One still had a lot of room for stuff to be added in. That's why you see later on in the Rise of Iron, that Destiny went and just basically said, you know what, we got to cut ties with what they call them legacy consoles or last generation consoles. And that's why you look at Destiny 2 is going to be this huge game because it's not being held back by last gen consoles. Well, another example, if you hadn't played Destiny, if you played Injustice, you see how Injustice 1 was, where it was on both last gen and next gen consoles? They didn't have a lot of characters. Yeah, the graphics were nice, but that was about it. Look at Injustice 2. If you haven't played Injustice 2, check it out. Go watch it on YouTube. There is an exponentially a greater amount of characters, number one. Number two, the graphics are off the chain. And then number three, there is so much more gameplay to it. Like in Injustice 1, it was essentially story mode and single player. That was it. Now you got story mode, you got training mode, you got practice mode, you got what they call the multiverse. And then not on top of that, every character has multiple amounts of different abilities and gear changing sets as well as color schemes for those. That is made possible because they are able to utilize next generation consoles. So what does that mean for Madden 18? Tell you what it means. That means, like, all of this time, I bet you were thinking you were getting the best Madden experience possible. Technically, yes, you were. In a sense that Madden 17 and prior Madden titles were made to fit the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. The only benefit we got on the next gen was better graphics. Now that old gen is out, new gen is in, it's not going to be on the last gen consoles. Now you will truly see what they could do with Madden 18. A lot of the stuff that we're wanting in the game, they will have the ability to put those things into the game on top of amazing graphics. Why? Because with systems like the PlayStation 4 Pro, the Xbox One, Xbox One S, and in the future Xbox One Scorpio, these consoles are extremely powerful. So that leaves us to question now this. Are they going to do anything different for the PlayStation 4 Pro and Xbox One Scorpio? Or are they going to essentially keep it the same? Even if they keep it the same, the benefit of those other consoles, the upgraded ones, are the 4K graphics, which with the Frostbite engine, the graphics are already going to be on point. Now, the big issue to me is EA going to take advantage of this? Are they going to show us more? Because I'm going to be honest with you, since Madden is no longer on last gen consoles, and I understand how that system works, with it only being on next gen consoles, I am expecting more. Why? Because these consoles can do more and they're not held back by last generation consoles like previous Maddens. Imagine how much stuff was in Madden 17. And that Madden 17, guess what? It was made for last gen consoles and graphics were upgraded for next gen consoles. They didn't make it for PS4 and dumb it down for PS3. No, they made it for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and they upgraded the graphics to fit the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. They didn't add any other game features or anything like that. It was the same stuff in both games. So with that out of the way, the sky is the limit. I mean, you know, the things that they will be able to do with this game, I really believe them when they talk about this game and say that this game is going to be a great game. It's going to be one of the best Maddens to date, simply because that leash has been taken off and they can now roam free and do what they will with this console. That paired with the Frostbite engine, to me, leads me to believe and step forward and say that as much as people may, oh, well, they said this, oh, well, they used to say that, I really believe this Madden, we are going to get more than what we wished for in this game. However, my biggest thing, and I think all of y'all's biggest thing is that we want to have gameplay. The graphics are nice. The other stuff added in is all really cool. We want those things, don't get us wrong. However, we want true to life gameplay, as I've discussed in other videos. So all in all, y'all, Madden 18 really does stand a chance to be one of the greatest Maddens today, simply for that one reason, that it is not held back by last gen console. So this year, there will be no excuses of, well, this is our first time with the engine. No, it's not. You've had it in FIFA, you've had it in Need for Speed. The engine is so good and comfortable with EA that they're going to be using it on all their games going forward. So there's no excuse. Not to mention, When you cross over to a new engine, you build the game from the ground up, y'all. And get this, there's going to be some elements of NCAA in the game. Why? Because a lot of developers who were on NCAA, when they cut ties with the franchise, they move a lot of them people over to Madden. So expect an overall good experience in the game. Like I said, we got a lot of stuff that we wish and hope were in the game. Fortunately, we won't be able to really find out anything until 2 weeks from now at EA Play and E3, which I really wish I could go to, y'all. I got the free ticket thing, but I mean, you still got to think about travel, hotel expenses, and things like that. So trying to work that out where I can go capture some footage for y'all, trying to get my hands on the Elgato capture card so I can do that as well. But you know, one step at a time, y'all. I want to just say I appreciate everybody for subscribing to the channel. Y'all don't forget to follow me on Twitch. That's where we're going to be doing the live streams. Follow us on Twitter as well at DorseyMade87. Like, subscribe to the video. And, you know, till next time, y'all, God bless.